Good morning. It's Monday and it's me, Nancy Joy. This week's reflections really touched me deeply because through a friend, which is where so many of our lessons come, who's going through this experience I spoke about in my email, I learned so much. I learned a whole new piece of how we're shifting our reality and the way we respond to things here. I have a good friend who years ago, when she was very young, had a child and put her child up for adoption. And in the past few years, the child's returned, seeking out the mom. And also the child is very ill. Has a family, has children, but is very ill, and it's become apparent that the child needs a kidney. It's looking for a kidney donor. And so here you have this mom who doesn't really know this child that well and is in a quandary what to do. And what I learned as I spoke with this friend and myself, thinking about if this were me, this is what I learned. Where the head wants to go is, well, I'll either do this or I won't. I mean, it's a choice. I don't really know this child. I'm not really attached to him. I don't know what to do. And you waver. I will, I won't, I don't. What about this? What about that? You know, all the questions keep coming up as you're making this line in the sand, this choice. And this is what I discovered. The choices kind of can be made for us by our heart and by our soul if we just take the steps. Get out of our head thinking we have to do this, we have to do that, what am I going to do? And truly know in our hearts. Now that doesn't mean, even when you know in your heart what it is for you to do, it can still be scary and fearful, and you might have a lot of resistance. But the knowing in your heart becomes a song, which takes you step by step until you reach the place where you're integrated. See, that's the old thinking. We have to do this or we have to do that. No, no, no. We have to take the situation and integrate it into our very being. And then it's clear. It's clear. The Native Americans used to go on a vision quest until they were clear. Often you hear, wait 3 days before you make a decision because then your way will be clear. Well, what's this clear thing? This clear thing is what your heart, your soul knows for sure. And as I thought about her situation and what I would do, first I thought, well, first of all, I don't really know this child. I don't really know. Who is he? Who's in there? So that would be my first step. I would visit for an extended period. I'd get to know him. I'd get to know his family. I'd get to know what's really there and what the connection really is. And that, of course, would be revealed as I took this journey. I would say to myself and to his family, whoever is involved, you know, I don't know if I'm going to do this with the kidney or not, but I'm going to explore every facet. And as long as you understand that I'm on a journey of discovery, as are you, let's let this unfold and see where it takes us. And I would probably then, if I felt I would go through the process, I'd go to the hospital, I'd get the tests. Are we compatible? What are the chances? What will it be like for me? I go through all the steps. I discuss it with, of course, if it were me, I'd be discussing it with my husband, maybe even my children. I would allow it to become a living thing within me that I am coming to understand. It came to me as a gift. It's a lesson. It's not whether I choose to do this or to do that. It's how I choose to do it and what I move through in my understanding. So as I'm speaking this to this friend, I didn't quite get it to the depth until a few days later when a situation going on in my life that I've been struggling with, I thought about this and I thought, why am I struggling? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't really know how it's going to unfold and what that will look like. I need to agree to take the steps, to take the journey in, to discover how it feels. So it's profound for me, this discovery. It maybe is something I've known in bits and pieces, but to have it reflected back to me through my friend's situation and where it's taken me, and where it's taken some other friends of mine as I've shared with it, has really been an eye-opening aha that I think can help all of us on our journey. So this Monday morning, take this inside your heart. Where are you struggling in your life? Where is it that you're trying to figure out what to do, how to do it, to make a choice, to not make a choice? And just take a deep breath and move into your heart and allow it to unfold. I have a really great article on my website called When the Heart Speaks, Listen, because the second part of this is, how do I know when it's my heart? Well, you will know because you'll feel it. But this article really helps put it in perspective. So between the two things, it's a great tool and a great opening. So take it in, pass it on, share it, talk about it, and see what it unfolds in your life. And have a great week. We'll see you next week.